Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Neighbor Villain, 46 months of subbing. Let's go. Zane's dad, coffee, water leaks, and hurricanes. Let's not go. How are y'all this morning? Olive Octopus Inc. with the raid. I finally got to hang out in Olive Octopus Inc.'s stream on Friday. Finally. Caffeinated Brad. Not really. I mean, yes, technically. But you know what? I'm just feeling good today. Love y'all. Love being here. Love doing the thing. Love Evan Max's fidget toy that I stole. So y'all are going to be hearing that. If you hear that in the background, that's me because I'm always messing around with something. Evan, 61 months of subbing. Let's go. We can have it both ways in some cases, right? Jackie, 55 months. Let's go. Subiversary. Let's go. Thanks, friends, for making up your own raid messages. That's funny. Yeah, so hurricane. So does it have a name yet, or are we still on number 9? So we have an escalation happening. Chat. Boss Baker Chris, 500 biddies. Pride flags everywhere. Let's go. All day. I'd rather hear a pin clicking than that fidget toy. Which fidget toy? You'd rather hear a pin click. Yes, yeah. So I learned something last week, chat. I'm very embarrassed. I got very embarrassed. I went back and listened to what I said last week about the Goulet stuff on last Tuesday's stream. I don't go back and listen to stuff, but like that's one of those things where I just talk, right? I just talk from the heart, not scripted. I don't take my words. I take my words seriously, but I don't have to script them because it's who I am. And I was listening back, and you can hear me drinking. And I'm very upset by that. I am very upset by every time I take a drink, you can hear me going, glug, glug, glug. And it was very off-putting. And how y'all have not yelled at me over all these years, I don't understand. Like, I don't go back and look at this stuff, so I don't know. If y'all don't tell me, I know I sniffle a lot. That's just my nature. Get composted 53 months of subbing. Let's go. I know y'all hear me breathe when I'm writing, but hearing me drink was grotesque. Can't hate on the hydrate. That's how we know you're not an AI, right? Corinne B, 56 months of subbing. So now if I'm going to take a drink, I'm going to have to hit the mute button or something because it freaked me out. All right, so I'll fidget with the baseball again because it's not as loud. Oh my gosh. So yeah, might need to adjust the gain. I should. The problem is there's not really good. So like this microphone is good for me moving around, but the one setting it has is very unclear on where it's positioned. So I make a mess with that. Don Coven retrieved hydrate. I hate you right now. I totally hate you right now. OBS has a noise suppressor you can add. Yeah. So apparently I have a lot of work to do. So I'm gonna hydrate real quick. We took a big gulp there, so hopefully we don't have to do it again. I am so off-put by that. I am sorry, y'all. My apologies. I can't apologize for the sniffling or the breathing. I have to apologize for the drinking. Unbelievable stuff, chat. Unbelievable. It's just not the same. Oh, I'll forget. Don't worry. Because I drink a lot. Don't take that the wrong way. Strings and Pedals is here. We have started. Apparently Strings and Pedals got invited to a party I wasn't invited to over at Stationery Cafe, and I'm gonna have a talk with April. I just had April on the podcast last week, and literally I didn't get invited to the party. Just kidding. It was awesome to see Strings and Pedals, CY, Drew, April, Kelly. Who am I missing? Oh, Strings and Pedals. If anyone has the link to the, they didn't want drinking noises. That's true. I get that. It was very impromptu. 1 to 3 a.m. my time. Woof. Oh, Toasty. Jeez Louise. Y'all go, if someone can grab the link, it's on YouTube as well. Go check that out. I gotta finish watching it, so yeah. Thank you, Miss G's. Dallas Pen Show week. So y'all have fun in Dallas. Friday, Saturday show, very busy show. It's usually, since it's designed to be compacted schedule-wise, they go all day Friday, Saturday, and then no Sunday. It's pretty busy. Show, so y'all have fun. Should be a good show this weekend. Rewizzles, rawr. Thanks for the biddies and the flag. Love y'all. Oh, God. Coughing is what bothered me. I get bothered with my own coughs. Yeah, I get it. So, anyway, let's follow up from last week. Yeah, let's follow up from last week. Goulet fans being mad that people have to spend their own money elsewhere. So, we're actually going to talk about this on the podcast tomorrow. Nothing I say tomorrow is going to be a surprise to any of y'all, right? But I think after their message to the community, I just wanted to make clear, just by the title of that post, that they did not apologize for the hurt that they caused. It was not an apology video, so let's not call it an apology video. It was a protect it was a let's get rid of this so we can get back to ignoring the problem video. Yeah, so that's all it was yesterday. It was misinformation. It was ineffective, except to like maybe just people who are just not really dialed in. And like, I can't fault people for not being like dialed into this, right? So it was a sorry not sorry video. There was no apology. It was a CYA. It was I'm only here so I don't get fined stuff. Yeah, Slumlord Studio, I'm actually mad now. Like, I was sad and disappointed all last week. I'm actually mad now. That's my change. So like you, Slumberland Studio, I went from sad, disappointed, this is gross, to I'm actively mad now. It was terrible. So that's where we're at. It was awful. They're not the short version. The short version is they're not leaving the church that supports hate. And so that's why we have a little hashtag both ways here. They want to have it both ways. They profess to be, loving everyone and no bias in their business, but in their personal life, they don't live it, right? That's why it's easy for me to talk about this stuff, because I practice what I preach, right? So I don't have to have an apology tour, right? And Little Rhodey, thank you for the 5 months of sub, and appreciate you. If you live your authentic self, you don't have to have an apology tour, right? If they want to stay in the church, they should own that. Like, I would be happier if they say, we support the message of this church. Cool. Every right. But you can't have it both ways. You have every right to be at that church, support what that church believes, knock yourself out. But you can't come at the community and say, we're super inclusive, man. Super inclusive. So much inclusivity here that we celebrate being not inclusive on the weekends. Miss me with all that. So yeah, I've transitioned into mad now. So yeah, we're talking about the hostage video. It was terrible. So believe Brian. Brian told the most truth in the beginning of the video. Said, I'm being intentional with my words. That was the most truthful thing he said there, because there's so much he misconstrued and left out. He was very intentional. So it was crap. On a positive note, Brad, did I tell you I got the job? Got myself a Gold Spot British Racing Green. Oh, hell yeah, that's a great pen. Great pen. So, yeah, Bro Council, I think we appreciate that. Like, man, if you're not learning like you're not trying, right? And I appreciate that people can have their eyes open, be realistic, be true to themselves. And if that's some positive that comes out of this, like, I got to take the positive stuff out. Azure Limits, 21 months of subbing. Let's go. I'm sorry you feel offended by what I do in my free time. Yeah. For sure. Like, man, if you could admit that you've learned something this week, what a huge statement for you to make. Right? So, yeah. Believe in yourself, believe what you believe in, and support your beliefs. You can't have it both ways. Were people genuinely expecting to leave their church after an internet fight? I had a sliver of hope. But now, I guess it's easier. I can just be completely done instead of worrying about them anymore. There was a chance. There was a chance. What a huge win it would have been. Harmony Bat, 2 months of subbing. Thank you so much for being here. But no, I didn't expect him to. Their selective deletion of comments is clear betrayal. Yeah, it's just all gross. It's all grody to the max, as the kids used to say back when I was in high school. Yeah, it's a mess. What's an alphabet verse? Don't read the comments on the YouTube chat. Don't read the comments. Or maybe you'll learn about the alphabet mafia that's coming for them. Don't read the comments. Yeah, that's why I'm mad now. So yeah, they're gonna lay in the bed they made. So cool. Like, they think they're done. Like, we have a long memory. The internet does not forget. They're gonna try to, like, never address this again, right? That's what yesterday's video was for. Here's our video, so we never have to address this again. It's awful. It's awful. Yeah. Man, I would totally give them grace if they like, yeah, we messed up. We got to make a change. This is terrible. This is not what we believe in. This is not what Goulet Pens was built on. I guess I was expecting too much. So, I was expecting too much, right? Yeah, the fact that they we consulted with our church on this message. Whoa. Talk about, like, having no concept of reality. Tina Tree, love you. 38 months of sub, and thank you for being you. You rule. Oh, man. Man, I would love to give them the opportunity to change. Not gonna. So, yeah. I just ask that you own it. Like, you own the beliefs. X Calico Jack, thank you for chatting. I appreciate you. There's plenty of vendors out there to work with this for small makers. Absolutely. Plenty of religious communities that walk the walk. I'm lucky to be part of one. Heck yeah. Absolutely. I'm crystal clear. This is not a religion thing, right? There's religion is great in a lot of people's lives, and especially of a lot of gay people's lives, where they actually have the support system and the belief system. This isn't one of those times. So, yeah, no one's going after their kids, and that was my what takes me aback. Like, last week was like, yeah, like, I'm not sitting here getting attacked all day because of who I am, right? And to not realize that people are, and just saying, nah, we're good. We're good. So, here we are. So, going back to what Slumberland Studio said, I'm just mad now. I'm just mad. It was a terrible video. Just terrible. But, you know, PR 101, they are protecting their business. And this is how they are deciding to move on. Like as far as they're concerned, this topic's done. So, yeah, they really played the victim, how it affected them instead of it affecting the people that they're actually hurting. So, whatever. Yeah, the misappropriation of the comments on the podcast was rich. They did not. That was just like that was guilt by omission there. You know, that's all that was. It was like, oh yeah, that guy that said the words is not our pastor. Well, what didn't you say? Our pastor is the guy sitting there on the podcast, listening and agreeing. They left that part out. It was a horrible video. It was horrible. It's a message to the community. I'll refuse to call it an apology. Was their huge Facebook group always private? Oh, I don't know. There was a lot of comments they deleted in there too. I'm not on Facebook, so I don't know. Yeah, you don't really need to watch the video. Like literally, we could have sit here and written that video last week. Shocking. I guess I'm just different. I didn't expect anything different. People already subscribe to stream usually. I feel that, Apple Tater. Totally. I get that. So, woohoo! Yeah. I'm flummoxed, chat. Oh well. We'll keep fighting the good fight, right? We will keep fighting the good fight here. Stand for what you believe in. I wish the Goulets would. So. Oh, yeah, Zane's dad. That's exactly right. Yeah. The threats they had over the last week pale in comparison to people's lives being lost because of their sexuality. Angry. So, all right. So the one thing we can have both ways is we can like both pens and pencils, chat. That's all I could come up with for the title today. Since I didn't really have any plans to do anything today, we'll just do whatever we want today. That's one thing I can have both ways, chat, is I can like pens and pencils. We can both ways that. We can't both ways hate. What is on the agenda today? I literally have no agenda today. I'm thinking, honestly, I need to organize my review queue. So a lot of times I have this whole bucket of catastrophe over here. That's like the pending review queue. So I'm going to work on that. We're going to work on that in a minute, but I felt we'd just talk here for a little bit and talk and chill. All three ways, ballpoints too. I'm about to fight Yoast, Strings and Pedals. You can Yoast and Vanessa keep slandering ballpoint pens, and I will not stand for that. Y'all want to see me stand up for something else? Chat, I'm going to stand up for ballpoint pens. There is all kinds of ballpoint pen slander coming from Yoast and the Pen Gangsta. Is there a way I can check to see if I'm entered into your drawings as part of the Relay charity fundraiser? If you want to email me at hellopenaddict.com and ask me to check that, because I'm not in that inbox every day. I'm in there like once a week doing the audits, checking everything out. And I don't reply. There's so many emails. I don't reply to all of them. If you want to email me, say, hey, can you verify that you got my St. Jude receipt? Do that, but send it to hello@penaddict.com. That way I can separate these things, because the St. Jude inbox I don't look at unless I'm ready to go in and audit everything. And then I'm going through hundreds of emails at a time. So Big Crystal for her needs its love too. True. Ballpoints are superior technology. They're boring, but they don't deserve the text they get. Yeah. It's not perfect technology. Brad, I'm the Sultan of Brunei with my Kuratoga dive collection. That's true. You can retire. Like, you didn't need another job, Major Myth. You should have just retired. My spoke click was signing contracts this morning. Nice. The local Greek pizza location is owned by a pin guy, but all his pins are allegedly Visconti rollerballs. It's wild. That is wild, but yeah, some people like that. Speaking of both ways, I just got a Hobonichi 5-year, and it makes me really glad. I was already a fan of the Uni Light Touch because that's the only pen that works with the pill, with the paper. I'm sorry for people who are jumping in the 5-year and having a bad experience this year. It looks like it's a real thing. Like Toasty mentioned this a couple weeks ago. Dragon Drawer, 22 months of sub, and let's go. Papa Weo, 19 months of sub, and I think I missed that. Thank you so much. Thank you both. Appreciate you. Is one email with multiple donation emails attached, forwarding multiple email? Honestly, I would do multiple emails so I don't miss the attachment, right? I'm totally fine with multiple emails. I think I would prefer multiple emails because there are people that will donate here, donate there as the month goes, and I'll just keep sending me emails. That's perfect because I'll just add those in and I don't get a bunch of receipts that I don't want to miss anything, right? I would actually prefer more emails in this one situation. Do you use stickers often? All those local stationery club's topic of the month for our meetup is September stickers. Yes and no. I don't use them from like a journaling aspect, like a daily sticker type of situation, but I like to decorate my notebooks. So it depends. Like if you're asking me if I use them from a journaling perspective, the answer is no. But if I use them to customize things that I like, the answer is yes. Toby, stop. Poor Toby is having some allergy stuff. Actually, hang on. Let me tell my wife something real quick. He needs to go get an allergy shot. He is having fits. We're all having allergy stuff. Hang on one sec. So, yeah. To clarify, are either the confirmation valid to submit? Yeah. Yeah, so some people send me both of those, and there's always like a transaction number or something like that. This is for A Miller. You just have to send one of them. Either one of those is fine. If you send me both, like I realize that's the same. That's the same email. My doggo has severe allergy shots. Yeah. He's not that bad, but he is tearing up his paws right now, and it's not good for him. I woke up sneezing today too. Am I Toby? You might be. Toby, are you really Mike? I mean, the look he's giving me right now, it's probably Mike. Yeah. Midori's 5 years, great. Yep. He might need the cone of shame. We'll see. The shots are usually effective for him. But like we don't do it in advance. Like our vet usually says like, hey, once you start seeing a problem, bring him in. We'll do the shot. We don't just like schedule it out. So the Midori, if it's the one I'm recalling, I really didn't like the border space that Midori allocated in that, and that's just a visual thing that bugs me. If that's the one that I'm thinking of, where there was almost like an inch around the border on both sides of the page, it didn't jive for me. All right, so I'm gonna start going through. I think let's work on my review queue a little bit today, and figure out what needs to go where. I put the ink name in the border and just put stickers there. Yeah. Like it's really good if you want to have that like extra, like for some people that's awesome, right? For some people that extra room is very beneficial, right? Especially for like what Mike's saying. Hey, put the ink name in there. Random pet aside, I named the new cat Chokuro, and now everyone else in the family just calls him Inky. Yeah, allergies are rough right now. in the South, here in the South, like our whole family's just run through it. For some reason, I've had it less than the rest of my family. Maybe it's because I have it more year round. The rest of my family has gotten hammered. My wife got really, really sick, and she never gets sick. It was really affecting her negatively. Okay, so let me do a couple things. I have a Leuchtturm 5 years, exactly expected. Feathers a bit, prefers fine nibs. It's all Leuchtturm papers, but it's a good try at first 5 year. Yeah, I like Leuchtturm paper. It's not perfect, like you say, but like generally speaking, it's pretty good. Excuse me. The more I talk, the sore my throat gets. So real quick, Cat Squad. How do you use your 5 years? I've never gotten one. We can look at mine real quick. I was just about to switch over here anyway. Okay. So we'll put the plotter aside real quick. So this is what I've been using today so far. Podcast prep, planning, and then my 5 year I haven't gotten into yet today. So the 5 year, the way I was always super intimidated by a 5 year journal. Because it's like, wow, that's a lot of writing for 5 years. It's actually an extremely small amount of writing every day. So let me show you a blank page first, just so you can get, well, not a blank page, but so this is 5 years, 2023, 24, 25, 26, 27. This is all you have to write for one day for 1 year, right? That's all you have to write. Like some days it's just very little. Some days it's more. It's really not much, right? But you do it every day. And you just put down whatever. Like I just put down whatever. And then when you get into the second year, you start seeing, let's see. I'm going to read, like, who knows what I wrote in here? We're about to read it. So in 2023 on June 8th, 26 sample vials for San Francisco completed, plus another 52 for giveaways. A bit over halfway done. Recorded next week's podcast with Frank from Elwood. Fun conversation. All right, so that was on June 8th, 2023. 2024, June 8th. Girls work day, boys play day. Tyler mowed his grandparents' lawn. Then I just chilled. I played a lot of season 2 of MLB The Show. And then on days where I start a new pen, I'll put the pen, Uniball Jetstream Light Touch 0.5 millimeter blue. So like there's no ink here because that means I've used it previously, right? So some days, if I'm writing 2 or 3 days in a row, I'll just put in the ink. And then when I switch inks, like, so I use the Jetstream here, then the next day I use the Jetstream Light Touch in red. So I put the ink on there. So that's it. Like it is actually a very simple thing that has a very complicated, the name is very complex in idea, right? In concept. Like, oh, a 5 year journal. That sounds horrible. Like I'll never finish that. And it's just so small. So small. So I'm literally 1 day behind. Like I haven't done yesterday's yet. So I keep, and like if I go on vacation, I don't take this with me, right? I'll just look back at the calendar and then fill in the blanks and say, hey, I did this on that day. I did this on that day. It's easy. So this is something that I would have never considered until y'all talked me into it. Pretty much Slumberland Studio talked me into it. And then what pushed me over the edge for me to try it was the 2023 one. Was the last edition with the original Tomoe River paper. So I was like, well, if I'm going to go, let's go now. And I'll at least have 5 years of that. And then I talked to Toasty Treat about it. I started doing, like Mike was saying, in the borders. I would put, when I first started on the first year, I would write what I had here. Then I'd write the pen and ink over here. And then Toasty told me, I was like, well, this could be a 9 year notebook, a 9 year journal by just taking the other side. All these days run over, right? So I can have 4 more years on this side and see. So like I will probably do that. So after 2027, we'll just come over here, 2028, boom. So yeah, we'll see. So we might do that. But that's it. Like, don't make it overcomplicated. What would be interesting if you're intentionally trying to improve your handwriting, seeing how it changes over the years. I would be frustrated with that. because there's not enough room. This is the A6 size. If I had a different size, I could. Yeah, Apple Tater, I can't imagine being that concise about anything ever. This is not like a regular journal, for sure. Right? So this is maybe in addition to. Some people will do this and like a daily journal. So yeah, this is just an additive little small thing. I can't imagine keeping track of what pen and inks you. The journaling is okay. Yeah, you don't have to. Yeah, the format's odd, right? For me, there's a lot of good options out there. I mean, I would, like Mike was alluding to earlier, like I totally recommend Midori stuff. And I think Midori even does a 3-year, if that's less stress. I'm not sure that there's much less stress between a 3-year and a 5-year, but it makes you feel better that it's only 3 years. Yeah, maybe try that. So, and I did just buy this cover. I saw it at the preview party. It's not a limited edition event, limited edition release type of thing. I think it's just the regular product lineup. But I was like, oh, I'd never seen this, and I was like, oh, I think this color will look wild. Midori does use their paper. Their Midori paper is awesome. Yeah. So yeah, if you have any questions about that, let me know. It's exceedingly simple, but I'll admit it's hard to wrap your head around. People who do micro journaling freak me out a little bit. What do you mean you summed up your day or experience of something in one sentence? So it doesn't have to be a summary. Like this, I don't treat as a summary of my day. I'll pick out some primary things, right? Some days I'll say, man, didn't do anything all day today. I've literally written that in here on several days. That doesn't mean I wouldn't also have like a full journaling opportunity somewhere else. I'm planning on something this weekend in refill to think about that. So yeah, it's been fun. I try not to overthink it, right? That's why I'm fine just putting down, it's like, man, I didn't do jack squat all day. Cool, I'm good with that. I could probably find one if a box score is not the baseball game. It's a good way to put it. Yeah, I know I've even missed some days in here somewhere along the lines, but I can't remember. But yeah, some days are short. Like literally, I wrote, Glyph guest post on Nibwork went live, kind of the perfect size post. Like that was like literally about a blog post we made that Glyph wrote for the website. Like I'm sure plenty of other things happened that day, but that was a cool little thing to remember. I know I'm a horrible overthinker, but that's what I had to get in my headspace. I had to get into there, right? Is that a man? Sorry, I hear backup beeps. I don't know if that's in my yard or across the street. There's construction going on. They're building a house across the street, so I don't know if that's there or here. Not here. I don't have any deliveries coming. All right, so let's get into any more questions on this. Let me know. I want to look at some of my review stuff and really kind of fill that in. So let me move this out the way here. I'm going to go to England in November. Which pen should I take? You are asking the wrong person if you want a really amazing answer, because I took a ballpoint and it was fantastic. It's like, oh man, thanks, Brad. That was super helpful. Super helpful there, Dowdy. All right. What pen should we use? I haven't used this one in a bit. I took a Toledo to Amsterdam, and that was great. That's a really good call. All right. So let's see here. This is old stuff. August, September reviews. So a lot of this stuff is out of order. So in my extra pages here, like sometimes I don't take up a lot of space for a thing, and new things could get put in older pages. So in my August, September list, still open, I have the Sailor Tuzu, which I have an idea for. I don't know if Toga's here. I have actually been thinking about this. I do love the Kaweco. So taking this way back. The first time I tried Toga, I'm gonna email you with an idea. The first Kaweco Sport I tried, I was like, I will never like this because it's so light. And then I used it more, and these pens are extremely strong for how light they are. So we need to carry that one forward. We did the Dregrafel. So that leaves the Pilot 823, the Brooks Convert. All right, so let me take those. Let me start a new list. And see, I'll start this list on this page, even though I have this whole thing over here. We'll just leave this for other, small little tasks and things. These are all things that I haven't done yet. I don't know. Why did I write down fountain pen fuel? Was that just a word that someone said about ink? So I write down things and sometimes I don't remember what they mean. But that's a good phrase, fountain pen fuel. What is fountain pen fuel? And why did I put it on the blog update? This is when we're talking about motor oil. I'm waiting on the convert till it's actually available. Yeah. But I need to keep it on the list because I will forget about it. And that way I can at least be... A lot of the things I put on the list, I do it to remind myself to start using them so I can actually do it. Okay, so let's just do October. So maybe today we'll ink up the 823 because I haven't done that yet, and it's been on the review list for a bit. And I don't know why, but I always do a little box on a lot of these things. It's just my style. So we have Sailor. And as soon as I go into this bin, all bets are off. And this is, we need to email Toga. Then we have Pilot 823. So I have an 823 with a signature nib. I reviewed the 823 years and years and years ago. But I have a signature nib when I need to review. And I'm going to put the Brooks Convert on here because I really like to keep thinking about the things that I'm thinking about reviewing. Hang on one second. I had a different idea that's going to go in the podcast thing. I just tried the 823 with the signature nib at Flax on Saturday. What did you think, Kimberly? Because this is probably more of a U pen to review. Again, we just squirreled ourselves. So good you're gonna hate it? Yeah. Totally. Yeah. That's kind of why I want to review it. Honestly. It's so good you're gonna hate it. That's why I want to review it. Okay. So that's my carryover from previous months that I have not gotten to. Right? Everything else I've scratched off the list. So now I want to look at some of these things. And see what else we have here that needs to get going. Okay. So I have this bin. I really want to do some paper. Oh, I can't sit this in my lap. I keep whining about how I'm not reviewing enough paper. To be clear, I bought one instantly after I reviewed one from Pilot. I'm totally gonna hate it, aren't I? So I have some Midori cotton that I think I want to review. Because as much as I love Midori, I haven't done the cotton paper, and I think everyone really likes it. The Noya Gray is from the same company that did the washi paper. I have that one, Toothy But Good. So I did do the washi paper review recently, but I really want to review more paper. This is a cool gray tone. Like, you probably think it's white looking at my camera here because the lighting may not be perfect. But if you put like a white sheet next to it, you realize it's not white. MD Cotton's awesome. All the Hobbies, you just bought this exact one. So yeah, I've had this sitting here for a while. And I'd like to remove that. Tentative that I'm going to review that. Not going to review that one right now. Do I have a white sheet right here? Just to show you how gray this is. This isn't perfect, but... yeah, that's where I got it, Carol. So yeah. So even though that's graph paper, it's white on the background, so... got a Midori Cotton A5 pad from an architecture store in Seattle. I don't think I'm ever going to buy another sort of pad. It's so good. God, I need to try it. Everyone raves about it, so... you also got the Live Noble Note and Wow Slippery Smooth. So these three... I probably won't review any of these, but I'm holding them because I love them and I just want to hold them. These were custom for Hachimonjia, I believe is the store. They each have a different cover, and then they have a little different paper. Do you have a reference pen and ink combination when reviewing a paper? Do you use rollerball and ballpoint pens as well? Yeah. So I don't have a singular reference pen. I'll use about 10 or 15 different pens and pencils to go on there. So it might not always be the same fountain pen, nib, and ink, but it's so many fountain pens and inks over and over again that I know the feel of it. And then I add in gel, ballpoint, fine liners, pencils, sometimes Sharpies, ballpoints. So yeah, I'll run the whole gamut. I just want to hold them. I'm not like, and y'all know that's like not hyperbolic. That's not a hyperbolic statement. So these each have a different paper. This one's gonna be really wild. Like, look at this paper. Like, it's very like, this is like vintage book paper that probably smells like mold, right? I mean, not the notebook, the vintage books. So yeah, I saw this on the table at Stationery Fest, and I started asking him. I was like, "Oh, what's this?" And I said, "I haven't seen this cover before." And they're like, "Oh, we do these special editions. This is all Hachimonjia stuff." So yeah, pretty wild. But that seems to be the proper review. All right, chat, we're going in. I'll forget soon enough. It's just gonna be a thing right now. So then I have, we got a lot at Stationery Fest. I have both of these Galen leather. These are those marbled notebooks. Like you'll have to go look at the paper. I mean the covers. They're really beautiful. Tomoe River paper. I don't know which Tomoe River paper. The gulp should be in the soundboard. True. I don't want to open these yet because I don't know what I'm going to do with them. Yeah, they're gorgeous, aren't they, Harmony? So, someone's probably getting one of these to review. And then give away. That's the thing, is I would love to review more paper, but I really have to have like a plan for after the review. Like more writing. So again, this is all stuff that's like pending. The little monocle soft cover. I'll probably do a giveaway for this. This probably just needs to go in the giveaway stash. I don't think I'll use this one, but I do love the format. I love the cover. It's like that linen kind of textured cover, small pocket, really neat color. So let's give this away here. Let's do this. We haven't done a giveaway yet. It's almost been an hour. I've been writing from the back so I can write from the front for some other project. I do that sometimes. Like when I do the Midori, I probably won't because I feel like I will probably begin to use it in some way. But on the bigger notebooks, like the A5 chunky notebooks, I have started in the back before. That Kaweco Sport looking nice. I love this pen. I should probably review it at some point. I'm not totally in a rush to do it. All right, let's give away this monocle, Leuchtturm, as I'm going through this. That's the other good thing about this, going through this stuff, is I can figure out what needs to be given away. Everyone's stuff from last week has shipped. If you sent me your address, you know who you are. All right. This giveaway is open. Exclamation point waffle. Exclamation point waffle. Anyone can enter. Anyone can win. You don't have to be a follower, member, subscriber. You don't have to live in the United States. I ship worldwide. Giving away this. I picked this up. You'll have to repeat that, Kimberly. That flew off the screen. I picked this up at the London Graphics Center on my trip to London. It's really neat. It's just kind of like a perfect size. It's a pocket notebook. The cover's firm, but not too bulky. So yeah, it's just neat. I think it's neat. And you can probably find these at like other Leuchtturm. It's book cloth on the cover. Gotcha. Thank you. Yeah, that makes sense. You can probably find these at other like Leuchtturm installations. So while y'all are doing that, that always reminds me that I posted this on the blog today, which y'all might want to go check out. So this is the Han sushi cover that I showed y'all last week. That's the blog giveaway right now, which is this one. So that's on the blog right now, is this one. And this is what we're giving away here. So go into the blog one too while you're at it. Whoa, I'm way over to the side. Nice. We sell the monocle in our store in DC, Jenny Bick. Yeah, nice. Yeah, most of the stores with like the larger Leuchtturm installations, the brick and mortars, should have some of the monocle stuff. I have the Sushi Week, so cute. It's a really good pattern. I really like that pattern. All the hobbies, what did you say about my pen and what not to do? Writing from the back sounds chaotic, so you'd flip the book upside down or write the pages in reverse order, like each spread in reverse order. I don't flip it. If I went all the way front ways, don't put the cool Goulet Kaweco in any elastic pen case because it could damage the page. Gotcha. Okay, that's what it was. Elastic type of case. Okay, fair enough. So yeah, writing from the back, I will just start on the right page, go to the left, turn the page, right page, left page, instead of left page, right page. Now that I write on both sides of the page, I don't know. I had an old journal that I filled where I did regular journaling and planning going forwards. I wish I had it in here. I could probably go find it. I basically did regular writing going forwards. Okay, so going this way, just regular writing, journaling. And then I kept a list in the back of what music I listened to that week. So I'd have this page would be a week, and I would just listen to all the artists I listened to. And then I just kept that same orientation. I didn't flip it, but we just go back to front. And once they met in the middle, which they really met, 3/4 of the way through, that book was done. So I've actually had it, hey, both ways. Chat, you can have notebooks both ways too. I've had a notebook running forward and running backwards at the same time. Sorry for breaking y'all's brains this morning. But they were separate concepts, April, right? It was a completely separate concept from the front being one concept and then going the opposite direction had to be completely separate, right? There couldn't be any overlap in those things. So yeah. Boom. All right. Let's give away this little fancy notebook here. I don't do that much anymore. Pick a winner. Boss Baker Chris. This is very aesthetically Boss Baker Chris, I feel. I feel like this is a proper aesthetic W. Well, I should probably use an orange pen. Tiny Haggis, thank you for the follow. Amazing name. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're doing awesome. We just did a giveaway for this notebook. Sorry you missed it, but stay tuned. We'll have another one here in a little bit. I write my field notes back to front. Nice. All right. Boss Baker Chris. All right, Boss Baker Chris. Email me, hello@penanac.com with your shipping address. I'll get this out to you this week. I feel like I should use orange washi tape for this. That's pretty orange. And it's got pins on it. Boss Baker Chris likes pins. Yeah, this is a really, really neat notebook. I like this one. All right. Boom. That's like one of those little drawings where they put you put their hands over the fence that we all drew as kids. I just kind of taped that in a pretty good spot. Even though it's not their hands, that's what it looks like. Okie dokie. So, Sam would like everyone to know that there's another dog outside working. Nice. This might be my next notebook, which is why I can't figure out what to do with these yet. I'll do something with these. We'll probably give one of these away or something later on. I'm trying to decide. Sometimes I just hold things till I figure out what I'm going to do. Because this will probably be my next personal journal. The Peruvian Masubi. Peruvian woven cover. Original Tomoe on the inside. And yeah. I don't know. It's either going to be for me or I'll do I might do a members giveaway for this. I don't know. It's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing stuff. So we're holding that one for a second. I'm fascinated by it. So like, look at all this paper. But wait, there's more. Is that a removable cover? No. Did I miss the Goulet bashing? You could maybe rewind. All right, this is one of the new papers. Forgive me, I forget the names. Y'all will yell at me. This is one of the 2 new papers they introduced, Masubi introduced at San Francisco. Hallis. Hallis or Hallis? How is it Hallis? So it's not the Rasa. Hallis. So Hallis. Where's the mark? There it is. Chada. 21 months of subbing. Let's go. So the one reason Halus. Well, now that you say that, I can envision Daryl saying it exactly that way. I can completely envision his pronunciation of it. The one reason why I might give away this and this, one of these is going to stay with me, and it might be the craft paper one, which is what it's called. How does the paper feel, taste? That's a different class. That was a different class, Procyon Flynn paper tasting. That was a different class. This one I actually might keep for myself between the 3. And so do we have a name on this one, chat? This one might actually be mine. Because 1, it's an interesting paper, and 2, it's an odd format. This one, between the 3... Hey, Skogsy! What are the top papers for eating? Would recycled go down easier or harder? Pre-recycled paper. Would that be easier to eat or more difficult to eat? It's a good question. These are the questions we're here for today, chat. So yeah, this one, this is the only reason I might give away the Masubi Peruvian. That'd be a good members giveaway, honestly, because it's really expensive. 2 fibery. Yeah, that seems probably like tough, right? I don't know. So here's a bigger MD cotton. So again, I'm going to review the square one because again, I do like the square size. So we might give this one away later. This one's weird. Another monocle edition. I could see this being really useful. So it's got folders built in here. So you have your notebook going this direction, like normal. And then this side actually has paper folders. And I could see it being very problematic because you would expand this and it would be uneven while still writing on this. But I kind of want to find out. I don't know. Or maybe I just give it away. All right. I'm not going to say that's all the paper that I have. I'd wonder about stuff falling out. It is banded, so it's like pressed down, but it's not over the end. Like y'all are saying, I'd almost want to go in the other direction. You got that in forest green, the accordion notebook, Michael? So here's where we're at. And here's what I'm going to review from that. So, yeah, we're going to keep going. We'll figure out what to do. The more I do this, like literally talking out loud to myself and listening to y'all's feedback, the more I get a sense of what I want to do with the products. So, you're actually helping me out. This is reminding me of my review pile, and I don't like it. Yeah, like we haven't even gotten to pens and inks and anything yet. That's just paper, and not all of these will be reviewed. Like I can think of two more. There's three. There's three more I'll for sure want to review here. The Noya Gray, the Galen, and what was the other one? Oh, probably the Masubi, the craft paper looking one. So that's just the paper. So this is the pen I need to review. This is the pen that Mike thinks I'm gonna hate, and not the pen, the nib. I will find a way to probably say something nice. So the signature nib, it's broad. Let's see if we can get influencer hands in here. So it's a big roundy boy nib. It's probably one of the perfect nibs for like a high ink capacity pen like the 823. It's your best chance of liking a double broad nib. So when I did the big batch review, Mike, the 15, I actually loved the double broad more than the broad. The double broad was like the highest ranking wide nib in there, and actually I would consider owning one. So like there's at least a chance I might like this. All right, so that's already on the list. So yeah, I rated the double broad the highest of all of the wide type nibs, the coarse and the stub. I thought the double broad was better than all of those. Hated the Waverly. Very dislike, which I've taken some grief for. It would probably be a good nibble for you to actually just do signatures on things. Yeah, you know me, all the signatures I do. How can you hate the Waverly? Because it has, how do you say? It doesn't fit my handwriting style because it has no purpose. It has no shape. It's literally a circle, which is great for people who have all kinds of round writing styles. It's literally like writing with a BB on a pen, and it just goes everywhere. I very much dislike the Waverly. You really want to know what I thought about the signature? Absolutely. So the extra fine VP, Waverly's flat, not a circle. I know, but that's I guess I'm talking about the line variation in that type of nib. There isn't any. It's almost like a monoline nib. No matter the angle you hold it, the output was the same. And that's kind of what I'm in writing with a ball, even though it's not like a ball tip. It's no matter how you do the pen, which is the feature of the pen, right? Like, it's a good feature. It doesn't work for me, right? Brad, how can Brad hate the extra fine VP nib? So I can hate the extra fine VP nib because it is actually too delicate for me. And I have medium to light handwriting. And the way that nib doesn't have a lot of size to it. So the way that nib is designed, it's very toothpicky and very... It's too flexy for an extra fine because of the way it's designed. I could see drawing with it though. Yeah, perfect to draw with. Yeah, but I don't like writing with it. I weirdly like the PO, so Pilot has this liking weird stuff. See, that's the cool thing about what we get to do and why I and you rave about pen shows. You can go there and figure stuff out, right? You don't have to go to pen shows to buy stuff. You can go and figure stuff out. Like, hey, me and Mike got these nibs sent to us. We could try them out at home. But you can go to a pen show and get that same opportunity. All right. I think this is my celebration pen. I don't know what I'm going to do with this yet. I haven't inked it up. So this is mine. Ooh, does this have a broad nib? Medium nib. This seems, trying Brad's Monarch got me to buy one. Yeah, see, I didn't think I would like the Monarch. And I got to a place where I did. And then we also discovers, like, okay, that worked for me once. I don't need 5 of them, right? We can also make those kinds of decisions, being the degenerates that we are. So I have the, what's that Monarcha ink that's the gold with the shimmer? I kind of feel like I need to put that in here. It's the cheap one with the leopard on the, is it called leopard? Ray Jaguar. Yeah. Doesn't this need Ray Jaguar? I think this needs Ray. I actually own Ray Jaguar. I think this actually needs Ray Jaguar, don't you? I feel like that's the move. I don't know what to do with this yet. That's not going to be a review pen. So actually, I probably need to take it out of this box and decide, does it go somewhere else? Yeah, that'd be a good match. Gwen MPH, 24 months of sub, and thank you so much. Appreciate you. So that's all I can think about when I see this pen. But I am going to set that aside. That's going to have to go somewhere else. I have other pens I need to review. Ooh. We'll give that away in a minute, chat. Along with something else here. Yeah, I'm behind on the pens. I've shown y'all this. I've shown y'all both of these. They just live here, and I got to get to reviewing them. I really want to review this Laban because I like the feel of it. Oh, this will be a good match. I have an ink that'll match this. So, like, this needs to go on the list. Because I'm getting I get a lot of questions about this pen. Because it's a good price point. Seemingly good quality. Pretty neat design. Depending on if you like the style like this, it might not be a style. Not that kind of list. But yeah, that's a really good looking pen. And I haven't reviewed a Bennu in a while, and I like this shape. If I can get into it. So I like this shape. One. So both of these will be for review and giveaway. I just got to get to them. The only Laban I tried was great, but it said M and it wrote like a Sharpie. Interesting. Because this, it looks like a Yovo nib on here. And if it's a Yovo medium nib, I'll like it. Yeah, so I like these. I like the longer, skinnier shapes of the Bennus, which is why I made the one that I made. And this one will be interesting. So both of these, this pen and this pen, I'll review both of them and give them away when I do. Because they were given to me by luxury brands. And I want to pass that on. Let's put the Laban on the list for now. And go ahead and ink that up. I want a Bennu if I can ever make my mind up which one to get. That is one of the challenges with the Bennu, is there's a lot. What's up, Toasty Treat? Hey, I followed that that Stationery Fest account that's doing the thing in Houston next year. I'm going to keep an eye on that. Bennu. Oh, no, Laban. What is this? You just finished your first PT session? Hell yeah. Was it hard? I bet it was hard. But good for you. That's some tough stuff. What is this pen called, Kimberly? Oh. Yes, please come eat barbecue with us. Yeah, I don't really need a reason to go to Houston for that. The 325. Yeah, it was painful. It's gonna be bad. I had to do rehab for my wrist when I broke it. It's tough stuff. It gets better. You're doing the right thing. LeBron 325. We might ink up a couple of these today. We'll see. Maybe tomorrow. Okay, so LeBron goes on the list. 823 is on the list. So these three are on the list. Yeah, there's one in Chicago. Oh, when is it? I don't know if it's in March. I don't think I got the dates wrong. Yeah, y'all know better. April. But yeah, I watch food YouTube a lot. Panatic Benu is awesome. I really like that pen. I mean, shocker that I would say that, but I love that pen. I watch a lot of food YouTube when I'm trying to chill. And of course I watch barbecue ones from time to time. Sushi, barbecue, and then just a lot of kitchen stuff. Paulo and Tokyo. I think I caught one of those yesterday or the day before. Maybe, and I was like, oh, I like this one. I was heartbroken when I was outbid on the Panatic Benu at the last minute of the STL Pen Show auction. Rip. Okay. This one was given to me by one of my friends that knows I love the Smash. And they're like a Smash junkie. And they hunt down all like the limited edition stuff. So like, I'm not going to review this per se. But you will be seeing this. This is like the perfect Instagram little mini review because I love the Smash. I'm not going to review this because you can't really get it. And there's lots of cool ones out there. And I'm just in love with this one. So I'm going to do, this stays in the review box because I'm going to do something with it, if not a full review. Anything spicy at the beginning I need to go back and listen to. I'd probably check out the first 20 minutes. It's probably worth checking out. Little more anger than tears this time. Brad, would you use this? I was going to get it for you, but I haven't yet. Diary of a Pickleholic 6-month planner for pickleball players. I'll look at it. I don't think I would use that because I generally don't use like specific detailed planners, no matter what they are, right? I don't like rules in my planners. Do they have an interior shot? They don't have an interior shot. So yeah, like something like this, I would be a roll your own thing. My mother-in-law was interrogating Brandon about my big game post. Review the pen generic version, then show off the special. Yeah, so I've reviewed it. I never got there, Mickey Love. I've reviewed the generic Smash on the blog probably a decade ago. It's probably worth re-reviewing because I think it's like the most underrated mechanical pencil out there because you can get the basic version still. It's just a classic, good quality mechanical pencil that, oh, by the way, they do really sick custom editions in the Japanese, Asian market. So yeah. So if you can find my Smash review, I bet it's 10 years old at least. So y'all are on that. Y'all go find the original Smash review. We don't need your structured planners. We don't need your... I got you, Don. I like that. All right, so we've got this. Tuzu. We do need a standard pen on this review, Q. I don't know why we couldn't get a retailer for the Smash in the U.S. It's ridiculous. It's such a good pencil, Paul. Just the basic black 0.5. I don't know why people get... Is it a little bit... It's not even that much more expensive. They're like less than $10. The basic black ones, right? I know the special editions were expensive, but it's not. It's more than a Sharp. It's way less than a What's the small one? Small pocketable one. Blanking. Anyway, it's not even that weird of a price point. A little bit of an upgrade price point. Okay, so those are in. Let me keep going. Carry. Thank you, God. I was blanking. Like it's more than half the price of a carry. Speaking of which, I guess this needs to go on the list. So I was just saying I need to do a pencil or a standard pen. I just did the Dreg Rafael. So we'll put the Kuratoga. Helene has just been named. Great. Great. So just for the record, if y'all pull up the map of this hurricane tracker, it literally center cuts my town. Which, that means there's hope for movement. But we're literally in the eye path of the estimation. So that's cool. I mean, for us, it just means heavy rains and winds, right? It dissipates pretty heavily once it hits land, but it doesn't mean it won't be just terrible around here. We're supposed to get the dirty side, but not a direct hit. Yeah. So last time I checked this morning, we were like literally center cut. Yeah, they just based the map off my house, Zane's dad. Yeah. Yeah, Toasty, y'all go through it all the time. Luckily, we'll just get like tree damage, right? Tree damage, and we don't get too much flooding where we live, but around in the adjacent areas, yeah. So like we could get it like really, really bad. So Kuratoga metal. How many metal jokes do you think I'll make in this review? I think the over-under is probably 1.5. My love for you is ticking clock berserker. That's all the lyrics I can say, or I'll get banned. Still thinking about generic smash jokes. Facts. Okay, so that's 5 things. Let's see. That's 5 so far. We have how about an ink? So we still have a lot of inks to get to. We'll use one of these on the Laban. Probably this one. Yeah, trees are our problem, no bod. So this will probably be a good one for the Laban. It's the bitter orange tea from Dominant Industry from the Taiwan tea series. It's not a bright orange, a little more orangey, but it'll be good for that Laban with its cream color. So let's do that. We'll do a pairings party. I like doing the pairings party posts. We'll do Dominant. What's this one called? Bitter tea? Bitter orange tea. Dominant BOT. That sounds terrible. Great, now I'm singing Berserker. Okay, so then we have... So this chocolate ink will go good for the Bennu when I do it. This Kobe bitter chocolate was with the Chocolate Museum. We still have antique sepia to do. We're just perpetually holding off on that. Look at all these brown boxes. Ooh, I really want to review this. So this is Pilot's Pigmented Blue Black. I'm not sure how good this is going to be, which is kind of why I want to review it. That's going to go on the list. This list is already longer than there is the month, so... Pilot Pig. Okay. Are there scented inks? There are scented inks. Do you like how horses smell? Ivan Neo. If you like how horses smell, I have an ink for you. Thoughts? Ah, man. The reviews keep coming. We need to do the Kakamori brass. We need to do... This might be... He's a little feisty, chat. All I did was this. That's what I get. That's why he's barking. Now my wife's gonna come on going, what's going on? Son of a gun. All right, so we'll just make a big list here. We might be on the rest of the year list at this point. Yeah, she's yelling at him now. She doesn't know it's my fault. So, but this might be like a good Instagram post. Because I don't know that I need to review. I think someone's reviewed this. Well, Kimberly's did like an all... Hey, that was my fault. Sorry. I don't know that we've done a direct review for this. It'd be good to review Rich's pen holders too. Nib holders. I like this one. I got this one in... Where did I get this one? San Francisco. What's a good metal gel pen? Pilot G2. The Pentel does a good one for the Energel, and Zebra does a good one for the Sarasa clip. Okay. Oh, you know what? We have a double post. Kakamori, nib, and cocaine spoon. So that's now that's a review. We can do both of these on one. So yeah, Zebra Sarasa Grand. There you go. Pentel Energel Alloy, Zebra Sarasa Grand. Yeah, both of those are good. The Grand hurts my finger when I press the button because it's really strong. So we can do, this will be a combo review. This is perfectly good. See, this is why I do this, chat. Welcome to my brain. So now we have a proper review. When I was thinking I don't have enough to review this, even though I do. Now we can do two things and the pen holder all in one big fancy review. Genius. 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 Okay, let's see. I think we're getting close to the end here. I have I need to review these. God, that might be better for the Laban. So, Jacques Herbin is making some long cartridges. International long cartridges. I got these at Stationery Fest. Maybe that's what I review. Bloop. So yeah, I have three colors. I have Orange Soleil. What's old Jack Urban up to? Orange Soleil. Whoops. Terre d'Ombre. It's a brown. And then Ombre de Baltique. Ombre. So I almost need to review all three of them at once, so we're gonna hodl. We'll hodl that one. Okay, we have so much more for review in here, chat. Let's do a giveaway. Let's see. What do we got? Oh, here's the Grand. Here's the Sarasa Grand. That we're talking about, the metal barrel gel ink pen. That's what the Sarasa Grand looks like. A lot of people don't like this one because the clip is very pokey outy. It's like an official term. It's on the back. It's right there. The clip is pokey outy. Maybe this is an obvious question, but occurred to me the other day. Does a ground sailor nib still feel like a sailor nib? Feedback, etc. I was thinking cursive italic, but it matters on how much tipping is left. So it's going to change that because some of the smoothing will get knocked out when you grind it, but you still get the firmness. Yeah, direct translation. So if you're looking for the same feedback for a cursive italic, you're going to lose original sailor feedback, but you're going to gain in line shape. Yeah. So the short answer is yes. Like the very direct answer is yeah, for sure. All right. Last one. We're putting the Tennessee Reds on. So this is now October, November. This looks pretty good. So like I have a cursive italic fine medium, and it's just freaking awesome. But yeah, just talk to the nib grinder and they can maybe like do a little bit of manipulation, but you're gonna, if you move to like a cursive italic, you're gonna feel that edginess anyway, so you're probably okay. Musgrave. Okay. I think we're in good shape here. Okay, let's do a giveaway. Where'd that case go? Let's put this here. Put this here. Let me put a couple things away, chat, then we'll do a giveaway. Let me reclaim my desk. Just hit a button. Weird Al at Red Rocks. Wow, I bet that's awesome. Okay. There it is. All right, I think we're in good shape. I think. Okay, so we're going to do a giveaway. We're going to do an ink and a pen case here. Or pen sleeve, I should say. Pen sleeve. So we'll do Soranomoku Starlight. This is from Hachimanjia. This is kind of a... Alan at work, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. This is a very... Is this a chroma shader? How do you describe this ink? It's pinky, purpley, blue. It's kind of light, right? But you get a lot of interesting colors in here. This will be a great one for the dip nib. And then we'll do a case, a sleeve from the She Designs Nepal sleeve. These are really, really great. A lot of the smaller makers are carrying them. Brought over John Tello at Hello Tello gave me this. He's given me a few of these to give away over the time. They're really neat, really, really cool program over there at She Designs Nepal, and really quality, fun cases. So here you go. Let's give away. We'll give away this little combo set here. All right, let's see. All right, giveaways open. Exclamation point raffle. Exclamation point waffle. Exclamation point waffle. Anyone can enter. Anyone can win. You don't have to be a follower, member, subscriber. You don't have to live in the United States. I ship worldwide. You must be present to win. You must email me your shipping address. If you agree to all of these things, you should type exclamation point waffle. And why wouldn't you agree to all these things? I'm not going to do it, chat. I'm not going to do it. All right. Just in time for a refill. Does capitalization matter in waffle? It does not. It is case independent. Syrup matters, yes. All right. Waffles with fruit, absolutely yes or definitely no. I say with fruit. I like my waffles with fruit. Compote. Situationally, then that's a no. I'm also a no on whipped cream, because then that's too much sugar. Because I'll be putting syrup on. I don't need syrup and whipped cream. But I'm always fruit. But yeah, not whipped cream, now that you say that. Fruit, yes. Whipped cream, I can do without. Because I'm going to sweeten with syrup. Waffles with butter and raspberry jam. See, that sounds amazing. I'm getting hungry now. That's where we're going to end this. I love whipped cream. I just can't do those overly sweet breakfasts. I'm already putting syrup. I'm having sweet fruit, and then whipped cream on top of it's just a lot. Same with powdered sugar. I would be okay with not. If I get to see the picture of it, and it's like all this stuff on before I put syrup, I just want fruit. I don't like whipped cream at all. I did a redeem, but no one noticed. You did a redeem what? I see a chat redeem. Did you redeem something? Apple tater? Clotted cream? Not on waffles, though. I don't know. On waffles? I mean on scones. Things of that nature. You redeemed Ink a pen? Oh man, Apple Tater, let's do this. Yeah, we got this. How did no one see this, including myself? I blame chat. No, I'll usually call it out. And even if I don't get immediately to it, I'll call it out so I'll remember. Oh my gosh. This is chat's fault by Apple Tater. I'm not taking the blame. This is chat's fault. It's like, what are y'all even doing here? Yeah, let's ink a pen. So with Ink a Pen by Apple Tater, you get to pick the pen and ink. Now, I know you don't know everything that I have, but we can work on that. See, yeah, let's do it. Yeah, this is... Hey, I have a prepared statement I'd like to read. This is all your fault. I will accept no blame. Do not add me. Thank you. All right, let's pick a winner. Sorry, I make myself laugh sometimes. All right, let's pick a winner. Let's pick a winner. Corinne B, you win. Man, if you can't have... My words were intentional. Thank you, Robert. Corinne B, you win. We'll get back on this applicator in 1 second. Corinne B, I've been too busy slacking around. Man, you have terrible timing today, Zane's dad. I return with more coffee. What did this cool person win? This pen sleeve and this cool ink. I hope you didn't spit out your coffee, Mimo. Yay, Corinne B, you're there. All right, email me, hello@pinac.com, and I will get this out to you this week. Congratulations. All right, bye, Apple Tater. Let's get to work. Me and you. Just me and you. Well, I gotta tape this first. You know what, by Apple Tater, I apologize for not seeing that. It is solely my responsibility as the streamer in charge here. And I rescind my previous statements. I was wrong. I would like to issue a formal apology, and I will change my ways going forward. Thank you. All right. Inking a pen. So, by Apple Tater, would you like me to show some pens? Think about some inks? Do you have an idea of maybe what you want to do or what you want to do? We have everything. You have no idea whatsoever. All right, let's do this. Let me show you some pens. So we have the pens that I have in this queue here that are yet to be inked. I'm going to show you some of the pens in the Pinac 100 here, and you can think about like what you might like. I'm going to get some of these drawers out, and then we can see. And we'll go from there, and then we'll figure out what ink colors and things. We'll pick something cool out for that. All right, so let's do this. Let me make some room here. I need to clean up my display here. Sorry, Flat Brad. Need to make a jump up here. Sorry. Do you know I won an award, chat? I got an award. That goes there. This can probably go there. We're out of space, chat. Completely out of space. All right. All right, so don't rush into deciding. We got 3 more drawers to go through, but we can pick anything. So starting in this one, we have our Canaleas. Then we have a bunch of pilots. We have like the M90, that's a Falcon, Mirexes, Bungie Box 91, some Vanishing Points, 743 Falcon, 823 Fujiyama Blue. We have Namiki and 912. So there's something like that. Just make a mental note. Just throwing some things out there. And then we have some Nikayas, Decapod, Negoro, some Sailors, some smaller ones, Pink Love, a Mini, Mekon, some Platinums, a Boya. Okay, let's see here. And then we have, when was the last time you inked that Decapod? It's been a while. It has a very tough nib for me to use. It's a challenging writer. What was that orange one with the fault line? This is a Piccolo, Nikaya Piccolo Negoro. I can't remember the color name that they call the orange. Negoro, I believe, is the Finnish style. So yeah, it has a built-in fault line in it. This is one of the coolest pins that they make because the fault line is built in. As they build in the lacquer up, they build in a depth on the fault line. So it looks, I don't know if you can see here, but it actually has depth to it on purpose. So it's not superficial. It's built into the pin as they lacquer around these cracks purposefully to come up with this design. Like, look at that. It's just sick. So yeah. So this one, anyone who's been here for a while will remember that I got the nib changed out on this one. So we went through a whole process. I forget who helped me. It was a glyph, a Raishu. That's always the color I can't remember. A Raishu. So ended up working with Gina from Custom Nib Studio to get the proper nib set up in here because they changed, I think they changed some of the feed design, but I wanted an extra fine rhodium plated nib for this one. So do you want to do this one or you want me to keep going? So yeah, Gina has a tool to shape the nib. Oh, shortlisted. That's a good way to put it. Gina has a tool to shape the nib in here so it fits around the feed appropriately. So there is a way to line this up. Boom. That only took me one time. All right, short list. All right. And this is a very like kind of colorful maker's tray. So we got some Estes, my Bennu, Newton, Kasama. I won't name everyone, but Brooks, Schoen, on and on and on and on. Skogsy. I guess I will name everyone. Montegrappa, Leonardo's, Maverick, Stratified, Elwood, not Pelican. Actually, there's some gaps in these because I've been meaning to ink up some of these other pins too. So let's add these into the list. The Newton pin reminded me that my prospector's in here. So Aurora, Pineider, Bungu Box, and Pitsu, Prospector, Homo sapiens, Blizzard, and Iron Feather Creative, Dragonfly. Well, I just started doing it by habit, and anyway, so okay. So let's do that, and then let me scoot this over because we'll do 2 more drawers here. All right, some more colorful pens here. So some Edisons, different Edisons and different materials. Sparkle Horse is always a fun one. These are G10. These are very rock solid hard pens. Some Franklin Christophs. I like the demos and the colorful ones. Another Skogsy and Brooks. An Arushi Lamy Safari. Hello Tello, Fagionato, Mike's Pen Fun, London Pen Co., Zodiac. So all these are really, really fun pens. So this is a cool bright batch of pens here. And then last tray. I think this is mostly just kind of like random, some metal pens. So we have a couple of our Quebeco Sports, a couple of our Otos, Diplomat, Lamy 2000, Steel, Rotring, Matthew Martin, Auroras, Mont Blanc, Q Sato, Twisby Vac, little baby Skogsy. All my Skogsies are not hanging out with each other. I need to fix that. Right Turns, Heinz, Studio Agacan, the Enigma, and then the Y Studio. So yeah, I do have a lot of pens. So that's the pen case. So we should pick from anything in any of these trays, and I can show you more. It's actually been a while. So this one of my projects is I need to thin the herd a little bit here. So I'm gonna have to sell a few of these. Orion Nebula, really one of my favorites. So the Orion Nebula, where'd it go? Is this one. Where's the Tamanuri? It's inked up. So I have inked up pens over here on the desk. What if Apple said Preppy? I would do a Preppy. So that's the Orion Nebula. Shiny. So yeah, this is all uninked stuff. Which is why when those pens get clean, like the Tamanuri Studio, they need to go here, right? So we need to make room, which means I need to sell some of these pens, which I'm planning on doing this probably October. So yeah, the Orion Nebula, my last 2 pens of the year have been this Enigma. This Enigma last year. And then the Orion Nebula year before that. Just the pens that were like my biggest surprises that I got the most enjoyment out of. Yeah. We have all of these. Have all of these. I should probably put these back in here for now. Let me do this real quick. So this actually needs to go here. Collab with Apple? I wish. Let's see where we got spaces here. So let's do that one here. All right, anything else you want me to show you, Apple Tater? So yeah, we're gonna have to make some space, chat, for sure. For sure. Put that one here for now. Remind me, what was that cutie that you just put on the right and then took away? On this tray? I don't know, I've been moving around a little bit. Oh, was it this one? This one? I moved that one around, the Homo sapiens. Then I moved, this one. So this is a Visconti Homo sapiens. It's called Blizzard. So it has the one thing that you can't get through the screen. It has a tactile feel. It's like lava rock, and it's kind of textured. It feels chalky is not the right term, but it's like a stone. Really, it's like a ground up stone that's then recast with obviously materials to hold them together. It's basalt from Mount Etna. There you go, Megalinity. Thank you. So yeah, then it's like reconstituted into like a format with different, like binders to make it into a pen. So yeah. So it's coated, right? So you're not like changing the color. Let's do this one. Okay. Got it. Let's do that one. Now think about what color ink you want to use for this, and then I'll get some suggestions for you. Excellent choice, because that was in my I need to ink it up again soon. Magcap versus hook lock thing. So this one's a Magcap, which it doesn't have the hooks like some of the Viscontis do. A spooky crimson. Okay, we can do that. Let me go grab some. Let me put these back, and then I'll go grab some inks. Think of a second color too, because I don't have a ton of crimson, so I'm going to bring what I have. But if you have an alternate color, think of that. So we can have some options. Man, that new Oroshizuku would be cool. Japanese forestry green, perfect. We can do both of those. All right, y'all have to give me a minute because I have to go. The inks are in a different room. So y'all hang out for a second. Enjoy the chair. I'm gonna go grab a handful of inks. Do I have any of those in here right now? I don't think so. Okay, I'll be right back. There you go. Did I give y'all a heart attack? Woo! All right, let's see what we got here. All right, we have a couple that I'm probably gonna eliminate. Oh, Anonymous with the gifted sub to Jin Make Shapes. Nice. Thank you so much, Anonymous. Okay. Forest Black, yeah. So when Apple Tater mentioned colors, these are the first two I went for. So Forest Black and Cassius Black. These are Platinum Classic inks. Pigmented, good deep colors, deep rich colors. These are the first two I thought of in that color range. So you can't really see in these, but good inks. I enjoyed the Platinum Classic series. So these go on, so like this one will go on reddish and then will turn black or blacker, right? So these are, I won't say they're color changing, but as they dry, they get darker and darker. So yeah, it probably goes on like this color, then ends up this color kind of thing. Same with the green. So it goes on one shade and then gets darker and darker. In my work notebook, mine turns almost totally black. Yeah. The next two that I liked were Arizona Sky Crimson from Dominant, which is a really good crimson, given the name. I reviewed this one. I really enjoyed it. It's a good... That's probably closer to the color you were thinking about it initially. I don't have a lot of like burgundy inks, so like that one. And then on the green side of the ledger, this is kind of that nice darker green with a little bit of brightness. Those DI Pin Chalet colors are so good. Yeah, this is a really good color. This is, not to put my thumb on the scale, I think this would be my choice just from the color. And then we have some more that are on the edge. Like these four are my favorite probably. And then we have some other random ones I picked up. This one might be too light. So this is a Kiyo no Oto Urahiro. It's like a moss green. It's maybe not foresty. It's a little bit lighter. Like you can't really see that. But it's lighter and grayer. Ooh, I almost dumped it out. That would have been sick. And then Ginza Garden Green. I don't have Dracula. I mean, I think I've reviewed it or gave it away. I don't have that one. You like that one? This one? This would be a good match. I just want to pull the ones to the side that you like. Then Ginza Garden Green. Oh, the Platinum Classic inks, Liber. I literally bought them all when they came out. 100% bought them all. So that's that one. And then we have Pannonia. This is like one of their crimsons. Dominant Industry. So this one is from Pin Chalet. They did Arizona Sky Crimson, which is this one, and then Arizona Sky Citrus, which is more this color. I did a review of both of those. So you can find a review on the blog. This is Megias from Pannonia. So that's kind of that reddish color. Any of these, I mean, I have no problem with any of these. So there's your darker reds. So what are we thinking? Young Wine, is that the name of it? Like the moss green. So that's going to be this one here. Let's do it. That's going to be cool in this pen, I think. All right, this is fun. Hey, this was a really good Inca pen, right? Like that's kind of the deal while we had this little giveaway thing or a little points redemption thing is to like go through, have fun, picking out a pen, picking out an ink, and you get to put it together. So like that's pretty cool. All right, just let me get these out of the way real quick, and then let me see. I think I can fill this from the bottle. As long as the bottle is of a certain size here. Let's see. So, two things about this pen. One, it's a, is it like a piston fill? How does this one work? Yeah, it's like, I guess it's like a vac. What do they call this? Power. This isn't the power filler, is it? Is that power filler? I get their names. They always change the names. So, it's like a power filler, I guess. All right. And then the way this white is coated, and even though it's textured, you can put it straight in the ink and it wipes completely off and doesn't stain, which is wild. I was very nervous about doing that, but I talked to a bunch of people and yeah, it just works. And then we have an extra, what do we have on here? Extra fine nib? Yep, extra fine 14K nib. So this is one of the gold nibs, one of the 14K golds, not the palladium. I do have my paper towels right here. All right, so we should, this is gonna be close. I think we can get this in here. Might have to do it at a little bit of an angle. Yeah, this is a really good color range, especially for this pen. I really like this for this pen. All right, so let's just hope we can get this filled. Yeah, I think I can. With gold nibs, you just got to be careful not to smash the nib into the bottom of the bottle. So hopefully that's good. So you can see how the ink is kind of rejecting on here. So let me seal this back up. Then you can just give it a little wipe. There's a little quick hint of your color, which is going to be great for this pen. And you don't have to worry about this one staining. Right? So like literally almost no cleanup at all, because it just runs off. I will get a little around the collar here, just for my fingers. All right, see you, Dustin. We'll be over there shortly, probably. All right, so let's take a look here. So this is an extra fine nib, so I am writing a little small. We need to get this flowing just a little bit, even though we dipped it. There we go. Getting there. And I've been wiping some of it off, so we'll get this going real quick. So this is... God, this pen is so comfortable. This is... I gotta say it out loud, chat. This nib is amazing. You so need a sticker for the front of that notebook. So I'm thinking, I've actually been thinking about this. Oops, I spelled it wrong because I was tacking. I think I'm gonna draw on the front of this notebook, because this is just my scribble notebook, right? One I don't really care about, right? When you're just testing inks and things like that. So I think I'm just gonna scribble all over it. Maybe do lines. I think this is a really great ink for this pen. All right, bye, Appetator. Thank you so much. You happy with this one? I'm pretty happy with it. Here's a closer look at the, yeah. Look at that. That's a good color, right? With this pen, I think. Don't you think? I think you did good. Really good. Excellent. Yes, this is an absorbent cover. I'm just going to draw on it. And I just haven't gotten around to it. Really cool. I love this pen. I don't use it enough. That's why I had this pen in that kind of little side case. It's because it's a pen that I love that I haven't used much of. Like, it's different from the Review Q. Like, I've had this pen for years. I don't know if I've ever actually reviewed it. I might have. But it doesn't get enough action in my rotation. So that's why I pulled that set of pens off to the side. I was like, oh, those pens need to get more love. So Tag, they have a very confusing name. So Tag, Kyo no Oto is kind of the brand. TBA notice? I love this watch. So look, if you're looking for it, Kyo no Oto, and then Urahiro, Urahairo. It's kind of a mossy green. Really good stuff. Excellent. So yeah, this is gonna go good. Works well. Iro is Japanese for color. Nice. All right, on that note, we're gonna wrap it, I believe. Unless y'all have anything else for me. We'll wrap it today. We'll be back tomorrow, post podcast. Wrong button. Stay safe and dry. We got a couple days for some change. We'll see. We'll see if it changes up. See if the old... What's Helene? Is that what we're going with officially now? Helene. Helene the hurricane might be coming at us, chat. All right. Let's see here. All right, let's go raid Mike. Oh, Mike has the new narwhal, which I haven't tried that one yet. How are people liking the narwhal? We'll go see what he's up to. Have y'all tried the new narwhal, the retractable, the one you got to do this on? Have y'all tried it? You're welcome, JD Lady. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you so much. Zane said you have it, you love it. I have not got my hands on it. It's pretty good. That was on my list for San Francisco, and I just ran out of time. It's out. Yeah. Better with the clip off. Is the clip easily removable? Does it just slide off? It looks like a lightsaber hilt. It does. One of these days, I'm just gonna knock to collaborate. They have those things on Twitch now. The moving compressing bearing threw me a little. Yeah. Love it with the clip on. Clip's in a good place. Okay, interesting. I'm definitely gonna try that pin. I just haven't yet, so we'll figure it out. We'll get one soon. There's a couple pins coming out that I want to get a hold of. So, all right, y'all go say hi to Mike. He's playing around with pins and ink. Thanks for hanging out today. We'll be around the rest of the week. So I'll talk to y'all tomorrow.